Hello and welcome back, all my Dragon Ball theorists. Yesterday, chapter 54 of the manga dropped, and at the end of that video, which was my full review of the chapter, I said we needed a full follow-up discussing the epic cliffhanger that it ended on, with Whis visiting the Grand Priest at Zeno's palace. What situation is so dire that Whis would request an emergency meeting with his father? Universe 7 is once again in turmoil, but that is natural. There is something much more specific that Whis needs answers to. There is something he wishes to confirm concerning the angel laws. It's obvious now what we suspected many months ago if you've been watching videos on this channel, that in fact for some reason this mysterious character named Merus is not only an angel, but is blending in with the mortals for some reason. Why is this angel in Universe 7? Whis is playing the part of detective here, and these burning questions need answers, so who better than to seek an audience with than the Grand Priest to discuss it? Now today, let's dive into the laws of angels and the matter of Merus that the Grand Priest is already aware of. When Whis asks, "There is something I wish to confirm concerning our angel laws," I wonder if he feels that either the laws are being broken or if he is questioning the very basis on which the god hierarchy is set up. What I mean by that is, the gods all have a symbiotic relationship with each other. The very definition of symbiotic relationships describes the god hierarchy perfectly. They are a special type of interaction between species, sometimes beneficial, sometimes harmful. These relationships are essential to many organisms and ecosystems and provide a balance that can only be achieved by working together. If that doesn't describe the god hierarchy in a sentence, I don't know what will. The Kais create life, and the gods of destruction balance the universe by destroying it. They are bound together with a life link, and one can't exist without the other. The angels fall into this relationship as a guide to these gods, a servant if you will, to help them maintain this balance through destruction, maintaining neutrality in it all. Whis explained how the god hierarchy worked to Goku a long time ago in Manga chapter 21 of the Future Trunks arc, where all the gods were destroyed. Goku asked Whis, "By the way, what would the future you be up to? It's not like you died along with Beerus, right?" To which Whis confirms how angels coexist. When the deity an angel serves dies, his function is suspended until a new god appears. So when Zamasu killed all the Kais, he knew that all the gods of destruction would disappear, and all the angels would return to the great beyond that they come from, freeing up the future of anyone that could stand in the way of a zero mortal plan. An angel has no reason to exist without a god of destruction to serve. That is their purpose. If someone were to kill Beerus, then Whis would have to obey this law and disappear just like what transpired when Zamasu killed all the gods. So this entire situation with Merus is a mysterious one. How can an angel function on his own without a god of destruction? Is this the very law that Whis wants to ask the Grand Priest about? It does contradict everything that he knows and what he told Goku. Quick note, and why people forget these facts on how the god hierarchy works with the angels is yes, at the Tournament of Power, which is a special situation, the angels were allowed to stay and watch the outcome. That is the only reason they didn't disappear when Zeno erased the gods of destruction. It isn't a contradiction to the laws, just a special situation where the angels were allowed to maintain an audience until the tournament concluded. Make no mistake, if a god of destruction dies, the angel that serves them will disappear. This is 100% a fact as Whis has explained it, and why that happened in the Future Trunks arc. Except there is Merus, and this has caused Whis to seek an emergency audience with his father, to question the very angel laws which their purpose is to serve a god of destruction. Everything that Merus is doing is going against traditional thought and logic of how the angels function in the god hierarchy. How can Merus exist and function on his own without a god to serve? Is there some special case situation with Merus? This, I believe, is the main reason why Whis is at Zeno's palace. He wants to ask the Grand Priest how can Merus defy the very core laws that angels are bound to, which is the life of being a servant to the gods. Has Whis been living a lie? It's a good question, since Whis firmly believes in his purpose of serving Lord Beerus and guiding him, yet this angel Merus plainly defies that purpose. Is Whis upset that Merus can act on his own without a god? What the Grand Priest is going to explain to Whis next about Merus is obviously a massive part of the story. This is why they have been foreshadowing that Merus isn't who he really is supposed to be since the very first chapter he appeared, when he easily knocked out Goku and Vegeta to bring them along in pursuit of Moro. Could Merus be an angel from a previously erased universe? A better question is, could Merus still be connected to a god of destruction? Or is this a special case situation that the Grand Priest will tell us of an angel homeworld and the elder angels that came before Whis? Obviously, the Grand Priest, being the father to the angels, is far older than the rest of them, so surely he knows everything there is about them. A main idea that people think is that Merus is breaking a law with helping mortals. He is breaking his neutrality by helping Goku. A point that Whis states when the Grand Priest asks, "I don't suppose you intend to ask for your universe to be saved." His beliefs are firmly planted. I would never. We must maintain neutrality, siding with neither good nor evil. So has Merus gone against this by entering into the Galactic Patrol and training Goku? No he hasn't. Merus is still very neutral even in helping Goku, and the fact that he is helping Goku actually shows his neutrality. Keep in mind, Whis has done many acts where you would think he is interfering with mortal affairs and erring on the side of good. He did reverse time so Earth was saved, allowing Goku to finish Frieza before destroying it. Is that siding with good? Or just filling out his role in keeping balance in the universe, according to Beerus, the god of destruction he serves? Beerus does decide what planet lives or dies, and Whis is along for the ride in guiding him the best he can. Whis helped Baby Bola be born so that way Vegeta could help defend Universe 7 at the tournament. Again, Beerus is trying to preserve his universe, ask Whis to help with the matter so he isn't being good or bad, but filling out his role. Let's not forget that Whis has taken on 2 students, Vegeta and then Goku, to train, helping them harness their god powers and ascend to new heights not possible for other mortals. Was this interfering with mortal affairs? Is Whis being good? No, he was ordered by Beerus to keep an eye on them because of their potential, something he's maintained by training them. Good and evil a lot of times is perspective, and Whis has maintained his neutrality. He hasn't interfered in mortal affairs, but only kept his promise to serve his god of destruction. With that said, if you are truly neutral, you can do good or bad acts. Keep in mind, neutrality is being capable of doing both but not siding with one or the other, which Whis states. That is balance, so the fact that Merus is helping Goku is a good act, but doesn't mean he is siding with good. He can still do a bad act to counter this because of his neutrality. We still don't know how exactly Moro was able to escape from the galactic prison that held him for over 10 million years. If Merus is siding with good, he could have captured Moro as soon as he broke out of prison, since he is an angel and clearly stronger, especially since Moro was in a weakened state at that time. Merus, if using his full power, would have been able to apprehend and contain him, but he hasn't done that, has he? Merus hasn't sided with good nor evil, but he sure in heck is allowed to do good or evil acts. Isn't that what neutrality is? Perhaps the reason Moro was finally able to be freed from prison was because of Merus, who was an angel, but for some reason decided to enroll as a Galactic Patrol officer. The top elite one at that, who has access to Galactic HQ. If Merus is neutral, he can help both Goku and Moro, but he can't side with either of them. Merus can apprehend criminals and release them. That is the catch, just as long as his intentions aren't belonging to only one side. So I hope Goku has his guard up, because Merus is definitely not his friend or ally. For all we know, it was a careful plot to bring both Goku and Vegeta along to serve them up as dinner to Moro so he could regain his youth. This angel isn't your buddy, and we haven't seen yet where his true loyalties lie, which I am sure will be the big reveal at Zeno's palace. We will find out if Merus is a special situation that is absolved from the traditional angel laws, or will we find out that he actually does serve a god of destruction and has been doing so all along? Hope everyone has been enjoying this arc as much as I have, and it seems it is going to keep going on for a long time and reveal a lot of answers that us fans have been looking for about the angels and gods. Now tell me, what do you think? Do you agree that Whis is there to question the angel laws on how they must exist to only serve a god of destruction? Do you think Whis will find out that he has been living a lie, and there is some special condition where angels are absolved from this eternity of service? Do you think Merus is neutral and doing both good and bad acts? And we will soon find out where his true loyalties lie. If you enjoy in-depth videos like this one, don't forget to check out my Deep Information and Stories playlist. As always, I love to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it and smash that like button. Also, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell to keep those theories coming.